Good afternoon. Welcome back to another BingX AMA session. Today we have with us the CEO and co-founder of Spores Network, Eric. Eric, good day to you.
Good day to you, Elvisco, and thanks BingX for this opportunity.
Yeah. So today you're going to be telling us all about the Spores Network and what you guys do. So let me give a little background about Eric. So Eric is a crypto veteran and successfully founded an infrastructure blockchain after hedge fund management career, managing 2.5 billion himself. He was actually a former senior invest analyst at Elliott Management, one of the top 10 largest hedge funds. So Eric, I want you to tell us a little bit, about what the Spurs Network is about.
Sure. So Spore, we initially started in early 21, first as an NFT marketplace, and we raised about $3 million from top VC at the time, like NGC, Maven, SVC. And later in early 22, we pivoted to be an NFT Launchpad focused platform. And we have been pretty much a launchpad, IDO. We did some INO every now and then. And most recently, crypto ranked us like the top 5 most popular launchpad.
Great. So I see here that you've been branding yourself as a Web3 gaming metaverse publisher and Launchpad. Can you just tell me a little bit about the services you guys provide, etc., and your target market?
Sure. I guess the NFT marketplace is now the secondary focus. The main focus is still the Launchpad itself. Launchpad, initially, when we first go out, we did do a lot of GameFi and Metaverse. But as time goes, and we realize that Launchpad is ultimately is an investment, is a financial product, right? That we would want to bring the best project to the community. So slowly, the offering is become more and more diverse. That we have, project outside GameFi and Metaverse. We got DeFi, we got infrastructure, we got other protocol as well. So Launchpad is clearly our main business at the moment. And apart from that, also incubation, where we work, and advisory, where we work closely with projects at various stages to help them with the go-to-market strategy and fundraising and project building.
Oh, that's great. So the next question would be, following to that is like, how do you guys maintain the most trustworthy and reliable projects? How do you go about doing that, especially for Launchpad?
I guess for the Launchpad, right, the community really trusts us in terms to bring them best quality projects. So the due diligence is really strict. So we have a strict due diligence process. Typically, every month, in terms of our deal flow, we receive between 200 to 300 project application, and we meet about half of them that meet our initial screening criteria. And in the end, it leads to about, between 2 to 3 projects that we launch every month. So you can work out roughly the acceptance rate is around 1%, 1 to 2%. So that we have a very strict criteria where we look at our projects. A few things that we can share is, we look at the team, the product, the capital market traction, how much fund they have raised, who they have raised money from, and also, marketing traction, community traction, and last but not least, tokenomics. But clearly, for the Launchpad, all of this aspect is very important. For advisory incubation, on the other hand, I guess the team and the product is matter the most, where that's where we can add most value.
Oh, that's perfect. So like in terms of projects now, what do projects that are applying for the IDO on Spores need to do about due diligence process, and how does Spores source and assess the potential projects? I would love to know that, because I'm sure you guys would have projects hoping to come on board and just want to know what is the due diligence process, etc. And your
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We got an application form on our website, so project can just go on our website and apply. And then there are information they need to fill in about the team, about their projects, And after we do initial screening, our business development team will be in touch with them to discuss more. And then, typically take between 1 to 2 calls between us to finalize things if, all the criteria have been met. But, since we are like very community focused, so, you guys can definitely, if any question, can ping our community management where they can point you to our business development team.
Okay, so I'm guessing because since you have a lot of projects coming on, just wanting to know like what are some of the problems you find with projects in terms of maybe some issues they might have in terms of, passing to the projects on your platform. Like what are some of the challenges, basically?
I do think that the market currently is quite challenging for a project to hit the market still. So, a few things that I think is really important. Of course, I think the team is probably the most important. That is rarely changed throughout the project development, right? Because, think about it, there's 5 key pillars. There's people, there's product, there are finance aspect, right? Fundraising traction, there are marketing, there are tokenomics, right? So apart from people, the 4 other aspects, we do see it evolve over time. And, sometimes we see projects that didn't make the cut like now, but 3 months after they come by or 6 months after they come by, they look really good because they improve on all other 4 aspects. But rarely they improve on the people side because, it's quite rare that you onboard a new or several co-founder, right? So the team is, I guess, is really important. Apart from that, I think the product also important, right? In terms of the launch part, what's really important is what's happening in the market right now and what is really trendy because, we definitely want to bring the product projects that is the more hottest to the community. So for example, I would say something like this, right? Projects that in the GameFi, in the DeFi structure, let's say DeFi, versus one in GameFi, the one in DeFi would rank slightly higher in the industry score because then, it's just a hotter topic, right? If it's AI, it's even hotter than that. But, of course, the other aspect need to be considered as well. The other aspect is also the capital market. What we saw is that a lot of projects these days struggle to have any traction there in terms of fundraising from any private investor. So if project got that is a big thumbs up in terms of market confidence that someone willing to fund the idea. That's an initial investor. It's not rare that we met some projects that haven't raised any external funding. It's purely bootstrap as a recent market. Community, I think, super important. I couldn't stress it enough, especially in this difficult market. Really, community is the people that stay with you and support you. So a lot of projects, I think that pass through our DD, because they have super strong community. Other aspect, I think they was good, but not like outstanding aspect. But on community side, they have big community, super active. They take care of the community, and the community love them in turn. That is a very strong point for us, right? Tokenomics, again, it's got to be reasonable, right? So that the public investor will invest because think about it, we as a Launchpad only is a filtering gateway for our community. If the tokenomics of the project is not good, the community not going to invest, right? So we not us who's make the decision where that project will sell out or not. We just want who advising and filtering for our community. But tokenomics, typically we see that projects, if they're willing to listen, willing to talk to Launchpad, then that is something that Launchpad can recommend them for the best path forward. I think the important part is about people and products with that too, and I think community is also super important. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That was a great explanation because I'm sure there are going to be projects that might be listening and wanting to know, how they can be successful here. Thanks for that clarity. In terms, though, of like the benefits of investing in the Spores Launchpad, can you share more about that?
Sure. So investor who stake with our VIP tier. So we have 8 VIP tier system, right? The system work like this. So if user is a VIP, First sales round is going to be for VIP only. We have 24-hour, whereas our VIP is guaranteed an allocation. They have 24 hours to buy. They don't need to rush, right? Afterward, it come around. It's a triple limit. So let's say in VIP tier, you can buy $100. Then in triple limit, right? Whatever is left, you can triple your limit. So if you bought $100 already, you can buy $200 more, right? But again, it's not guaranteed since it's first come first serve. And then after that, then it comes to the first come first serve round, which any member of the public can buy. And you can see the clear benefit, right? If you are VIP for the hottest project, normally sell out very quickly. Like some of our recent project, it never even hit the first come first serve, or it's just barely hit the triple limit. They sell out within like minutes within triple limit, right? So with VIP tier, we have 8 different tier. Higher the tier, of course, you have more allocation reserved for you. For member above tier, I think above tier 5, we have special treatment, whereas we invite them to our special group where we share with them, exciting private deal, exciting information about the market, and also ability for them to meet and then talk with project or even invest early. So I think that's very valuable added service that we add for our community. And for VIP level 1, I think the entry level is fairly low. I think VIP level 1 for someone to start is about $70-$80 worth of token, which I think is fairly decent size for anyone who want to start in Launchpad investing. Also, one more thing I want to mention is that we have a safeguard policy. So basically, how it works is that it protects the investor. So if the vesting of the projects is less than 50%, so there are, let's say, up to 50% vesting, so less than 50% per token have been invested, and the price move below IDO, then we will refund the user all the unvested component that haven't been invested. So, I think so far our investors have been very well protected. I think we did some statistic and track that if investor invested with us since the inception till now, they get an average profit of about 8 to 10% per month that they either invest in every single project. That's Paul Brink. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I see here you guys have the IDO and the INO. Can you explain what these acronyms are and what do they mean for our audience?
Sure. It's very simple, right? IDO is just like IPO, but it's a token. So it's the first time that the community as a project sell token to the public round, or the previous round is big investor or VC, right? IDO is initial decentralized offering, so it's selling token. INO is the same version of that, based selling NFTs. Back in 21 or early 22, we see a lot of INO happening, but now not as many. There's definitely more IDOs these days. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And so you have the IDO all around, and which makes me curious as to why would a project, like reach out to Spores and to do their IDO or INO.
Sure. I mean, of course, we are ranked as the top 5 most popular launchpad. So one, we have a track record of delivering. We have raised over 50 projects, and most of them go away happy, and our community is happy as well. They've been very supportive for every single project. So far, I think we have sold out every single project we bring since
Perfect.
inception. And second, I think in terms of our ticket size, we can take as much as 200K. Typical
Yeah.
ticket size now between 150 to 200K. So it's pretty respectable amount versus other launchpad. Given it's such a difficult market, not that many other launchpad, I think have a loyal community and able to raise it at a ticket size that we are currently doing. And plus we have good relationship with centralized change that we can definitely help you introduce a project to.
Sounds really good. Just another one. It's like, how easy would it be for myself? Let's say I'm a newbie to start joining Spores, and like, is there like a minimum, I guess, fee to start with?
It's a very simple. I think you can invest as small as $10, and I think we regularly give out free VIP tier 1 on AMA, on chat, right? So there's some of the airdrop competition. So you can try, right? You can sign up, you can do AMA. We do give our regular VIP one free for trying out, right? And then you can invest as small as $10 or $20 to try out the platform. The platform is pretty easy to use and intuitively. So, the barrier entry is really small. So just join our website, all the instructions on there, and you can get started right away. And I think we have one idea just right around the corner tomorrow, and I think another one like next week. So, we have idea like 3 or 4 per week. So, pretty much always things going on that you can participate.
I see. I see that you guys also have like an extensive network of partnership in the crypto industry. Could you like share with us, I guess, any exciting collaborations, I guess, that you guys would have, are in works with or plan for in the future?
Sure. So we have good relationship with those centralized chain. We also, good relationship with most other launch part in the industry, and we share deal flow with them often. VC, of course, since we share deal flow with them. And I think the most exciting collaboration that's coming up soon is that we are co-hosting Accelerator program together with the Vietnam Blockchain Association, which is the official blockchain organization of Vietnam backed by the government. So there are 30 VC already joined that program with us as judge, VC mentor, including Republic, SVC, Maven Cap, Block Crafters, Sison, so all the top VC around the world in the regions. So we're opening up the application form for the next 2 months, and then the Accelerator program. The program itself want to run from August to end of September, and after that we have a demo day. So it's going to be pretty big. We're hoping to make it the biggest Web3 event within not just Vietnam, but within that region. We do welcome projects from all over the world to apply because it's not just exclusive to Vietnam projects, but definitely any projects that are interested in the regions or just want exposure to all these top VC and top partners, right? There's going to be so many workshop sessions from top service provider and partners, former successful founders, and also one-to-one mentorship from top VCs and partner that want to join the program. That we do definitely feel that the project going to get a lot of value from, and in turn, it will create deal flow for us to bring more exciting projects to our community.
Yeah, this is 2023 now. I guess 2022, the market was really, really slow. There was a lot of setbacks, a lot of uncertainty in the crypto industry, etc. I just want to know, like, how has this year been for Spores?
Yeah, I mean, market have up and down, right? Has cycle. I've been in the market since 2017, and crypto is just, I guess, the cycle in crypto is just more extreme, right? The down is really down, and the up is really up. I think this year so far it's been pretty good. Since the beginning of the year, we have increased our allocation side in terms of project launching massively, right? Definitely this year is better than 2022. 22 were pretty challenging. This year off to a good start. It's getting a bit more challenging now, but I do definitely feel that this is like the difficult just before the bull market. We definitely think that 2024 is going to be much better. So yeah, things looking up. I do definitely think that the worst is behind, and even projects and Launchpad and centralized chain, I think is putting it together, and we start seeing more market activity around the corner. So a lot of exciting development around this year.
Sounds pretty exciting. I'm glad for you guys in terms of you guys are starting to see things pick up. I guess everyone is excited about the bull market that is expected to come. Hopefully. Yeah, so I actually see here that you guys have a Switch Up Accelerator program, which is co-hosted by Spores Network. I would love if you can tell me more about that.
Sure. Yeah, like I just mentioned just before, is a accelerator program we're hosting with the Vietnam Blockchain Association, right? So the application form is on our website now. You guys can look under the accelerator segment, right? So basically, we look for projects that is between 3 to 6 months away from TGE, right? They can apply to the accelerator program, and we take a small percentage of token and advisor fees, right? And in exchange, what do they get? They get a lot of grants from our partner, including AWS, top audit firm, top marketing agency, top legal consulting, and there's also a whole host of VC joining program. there's about 30 VC from all over the world. You got North America, you got Singapore, you got Hong Kong, you got Taiwan, so everywhere. So a really good host of VC. They're also successful founder. So there will be one-to-one mentorship. There's a lot of workshop session that address a lot of area from fundraising, technical aspect of the projects to governance, marketing. So I think it's a full suit for any projects that are looking to raise fund, looking to go to market in this time. Because having worked with VC recently, and I see that VC in this market, they're not like impatient or formal. Let's just say to throw in money right away. They definitely want to get to know the projects. They want to spend time with the project. So I think the Accelerator program does create a perfect environment for that, right? That you got Edwig's program that you get to spend and network with a lot of top VC, remotely, right? Which I don't think like a lot of program, a lot of opportunity like that in the market at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. So can you share like some of the biggest challenges that you guys have, face in terms of as a project, and like how do you overcome them?
Sure. In terms of biggest challenge, I guess the market, right? The market have up and down. Especially I guess as a launchpad, right? Just like if you're familiar with the traditional financial market, when you see the market downturn, you see the IPO dry up first, right? Before any other investment dry up. And IDO is just like IPO. It's just different is a token, right? So when the market is difficult, the IDO is the one that got hit first. But the same thing on the market upturn, that's when the first thing people look for, right? When let's say the AI trend happened in Q1, everyone look for Launchpad, right, for the new hottest projects. So of course, market has up and down, but I think throughout the cycle, right, I definitely believe we've been through the hardest part of it, right, and now we're still here, we're still building, and I think over time things got easier, right, because as we already got a reputation, we got traction with our partners, and we got our deal flow and process in place, right? So it become more like a routine. So now it's just like pushing to the next level to bring even bigger and better projects for our community. But of course, market is always the unknown component within that.
Perfect. I just want to know, in terms of, because there are going to be competitors out there. How do you guys set yourself apart from other competitors, and how do you handle competition in the market?
The competition in the market, I think the Launchpad landscape had changed a lot. I think if people have invested in Launchpad over the last a few years, right? Launchpad first started in 2020 to 2021. A lot of big household name, familiar name that people see as top Launchpad, they have been dormant for at least a year or a year and a half, right? They haven't launched anything, haven't done anything. And I think maybe some of them have been abandoned, right? So the landscape has changed a lot. Like top 10 now, player list now is very different from top 10 it was 1 year ago, right? And there are, I think, a couple like 5 or 6 or 7 Launchpad that is at the top that is pretty strong. And then the rest is like there's a smaller Launchpad, very smaller ticket size, but they do have their own community there. How do we differentiate ourselves? I think one, we have the SEGA program, which we protect our community, and I mean that's why they've been continuously came back to us, to this very difficult market, because I'm an investor as well, and I know if investor lose money once, they may trust you again, twice, maybe not, third time they're not gonna come back, right? So as a platform that sell investment product, like protect everything of investor really are paramount. And second, like reputation is very important, right? Because projects definitely want to raise a reputable platform, and they bring community, they bring various other support, including introduction, relationship, and prestige, right? And we support on all that front. And over time, it's about building track record and trust, right? Because how do you pick top Launchpads is of course you look at return, right, and you look at their reputation in the market and how long they've been around, have they been doing a good job. So that's what we're very focused on.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Eric. You've explained to us what Spores is about. You tell us all about what a project can do, like, what are the advantages, what are the benefits for users. And I guess our audience will be interested in searching about it. And I wish you all the best in the future. And thank you so much for joining us today, BingX today, and having us AMI with us. We really appreciate that. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Avisco. Thank you, everyone. So I hope to see you guys soon on Sport platform, hopefully. Thank you.
No problem. I'm sure I'll be checking that out.